welcome to On the One and Done. This is a new show that celebrates the greatest funk songs ever created. Please be sure to like, comment, and share the show, and set your notifications so that you never miss a single video. Thank you very much for your interest and support. I really do appreciate it. I'm your tour guide for this affair, Scott Dr. Jigs Goldfine, lifelong funkateer, DJ, music journalist, author of Everything's on the One, the First Guide to Funk, and producer of the Truth and Rhythm and Where'd You Get Your Funk From shows. In this episode, we're going to be jamming to Average White Band's 1975 Stroke of Genius Schoolboy Crush. We'll check out a live version so as to avoid YouTube copyright algorithms that might otherwise block this video. Support the artists and musicians featured in this episode and all Funkin' Stuff programming. Purchase their recordings. You can find a convenient link in the description to do just that. Also, if they're still out there, support them on the road, see their shows. The mission with On the One and Done is to review, analyze, and especially appreciate this amazing music, and doing so, educate, evaluate, lend insights, and stimulate comment on the songs and artists. Average White Band, also known as AWB, was anything but an average white band. To this day, there has never been a more authentically soulful and funky group than these amazing palefaces from the United Kingdom. For my money, there is no more convincing proof than this killer track. It's set off by deeply pocketed bass and guitar interplay with super soulful vocals, and don't underestimate the presence of those sleigh bells. AWB's Schoolboy Crush peaked at number 22 on the R&B chart. For me, it is one of the greatest of all time, and another one that I never ever grow tired of hearing. In fact, if you look in here, the greatest funk jams of all time, in the book, it comes in at number 7. So top 10 right there, baby. With that, let's do it on the one and done to Average White Band's Schoolboy Crush. Oh my God. Like so many monumental things in life, I still remember the first time I heard this wickedly slinky masterpiece. It was during 8th grade homeroom at Lincoln Junior High in Santa Monica, California, where I began bringing a radio to school every day. Already a diehard funk fan, I would constantly shift the radio dial back and forth between LA's top 2 AM soul stations of the era, 2030 KGFJ and 1580 KDAY K-Day. Fortunately for me, this track was almost immediately fast-tracked in an hourly rotation. It was so funky that despite the group's name, I could not believe they weren't black. When I found out they were from Scotland, it made a little more sense. Now, this version we're jamming to right now is after Hamish Stewart was out of the band. I could not find anywhere on YouTube a video from a live performance that includes Hamish from back in the 70s doing Schoolboy Crush. So there you go. But this one is in the pocket, sounds great, as good as it ever did. Let's get back to it.
She said, wait a minute. Oh, no. Just a little bit. Was it really such a thrill? She said, look, boy, don't you touch very much. It's only schoolboy crush. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, God damn, that is funky. I had the pleasure and good fortune to have the original AWB member Hamish Stewart and longtime drummer Steve Ferroni on the Truth and Rhythm show, and had each go into great detail about constructing this song. Be sure to check it out for yourself, but the bottom line is the groove is so special and interlocked that the group struggled mightily to get it just right, to the point of almost giving up. Thankfully for us, they persevered to render this slice of funk heaven. Time to get back to it.
I got to keep this secret. I can't take no chance. I don't want nobody else to know. There is nothing wrong with trying to start our romance. Hey, sugar, we should take it nice and slow. Now if we play it cool, if we play it cool, it'll be alright. Don't let the teacher see us talking, no, no. But after school we can be out of sight. Everybody's gonna think we're just gone walking. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just a little bit. Hold on. Whenever I'm trying to think of what it feels like to feel it for the first time. Oh, but it's such a thrill. She said, look, boy, don't get touched very much. It's only schoolboy crush. She said, look, boy, don't get touched very much. It's only schoolboy crush.
Hey, one sore spot with me and this song is that during the early 1980s, my friend and I saw AWB at the famous Coach House in Southern California's San Juan Capistrano. It's halfway between Los Angeles and San Diego. It is an intimate venue, and although we kept shouting, Schoolboy Crush, Schoolboy Crush throughout, they never played it. Maybe we were too obnoxious. But also, like I said, it was such a hard groove to really get right that maybe, they didn't want to take it on at that time. And maybe that's also why there's so few performances of it. Well, I couldn't find any from the 1970s, although there are some without video, like on their live, double live, which I can't recommend that highly enough either, because as fantastic as the studio version is, that double live set, person to person, that came out in 76, is slowed down even more. Most groups speed it up because they get hyped live, and sometimes they lose the funk. But even with how slowed down this is, they do it even slower on that version, and it's just dripping and exploding with funk essence. Let's get back to the groove. Time for the alphabet, I think.
She said, "Look, boy, girl, won't you touch? That ain't much now. It's only a schoolboy crush." I said, "Little girl, you know I'm really in no rush. That ain't much now. It's only a schoolboy crush, yeah. Little girl, you gotta hurry low. Let me carry your books on down the road now. It's only a schoolboy crush, yeah."
I got to say, while this tops my AWB list, don't sleep on many other fantastic tracks of theirs, including Person to Person, the monster instrumental hit Pick Up the Pieces, TLC, the tremendous ballad A Love of Your Own, Your Love is a Miracle, and the Isley Brothers cover of Work to Do, and so many others. Some people think because Pick Up the Pieces was the biggest crossover hit, they were like a one-hit wonder, some people might even think, but it could not be farther from the truth. They were a serious funk and soul band of the 70s that's right up there with the other greatest of that decade as far as I'm concerned. So let's ride it out with the rest of Schoolboy Crush.
B, D, C, D, E, F, G. Little down, you're the one for me. It's only schoolboy crush. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to hell. It's only schoolboy crush. I said, what's that you said? She said again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to hell. It's only schoolboy crush. Everybody, can you count it with me this time? Say 1, 2, 3. It's only schoolboy crush. Oh, ooh, oh, that ain't much. It's only schoolboy crush. That's what I heard class say.
Bring it home, boys. Alan Gordy on lead vocals, the founder of the band.
Schoolboy crush, y'all.
You know, through the years, I got to say, I've only grown to appreciate AWB even more than during their 1970s heyday. So special they were. And Alan Gordy, who was on lead vocals and bass there, he had been keeping the band going up until just a couple of months ago. And now, supposedly, after 50 years, they're finally retiring. He's retiring. So we'll see. But you know what? There could still be a reunion featuring Hamish Stewart, the other lead vocalist, bass player, guitarist of the group, and co-vocalist. All the original members are still with us, except for the drummer that we lost early on. But Steve Ferroni, who was on most of their records, is still here. And, we did lose one of their sax players. But that's it. Everyone else is still around. So 5 of the 6 members, they really should do a reunion show. But that wraps up another edition of On the One and Done. Special thanks to PTFI for providing the funky theme music. Support the artists and musicians featured on this episode and all Funky Stuff Channel programming by purchasing their recordings and attending their performances. Before I let you go, where does this song rank in your all-time list of AWB jams? Or ballads, great ballads too. Where were you when you first heard Schoolboy Crush? Like I said, I remember where I was when I first heard it. Who do you feel influenced this song? Who do you feel was influenced by Schoolboy Crush? Could anything have been done to make this song better? I don't think so, to be honest with you, but maybe you have an idea. Chime in and build this community and keep the funk alive. Also, drop down in the comments other songs you'd like featured on this program, other artists. This is your show. Shape it into what you want, and I'll give you what you want. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm your humble servant. With that, until next time, this is Scott, Dr. Jake's Goldfine, as always, saying, keep on vibrating to the rhythm of the one.